Obinna was a young handsome man who lived in the city. He was very rich and drove expensive cars. He had houses in the city and even in the village. He had built a fine house. People in the village had never seen a house as beautiful as his. It was painted white and had a big gate. Whenever he came back home, he became the talk of the town. "Have you seen Obinna's car?" one villager would say. "That boy is too rich. He's spending money as if he picked it from the ground," another would reply. Obinna was a generous man. He went around dashing people money. If he met a poor widow, he gave her money. If he saw children who would not go to school, he paid their school fees. Because of his kindness, many people respected him. But the young girls in the village loved him the most. They started fighting over him. "Obinna is my future husband," one girl would say. "No, he promised me marriage," another would shout. Sometimes, when he was driving, he would see girls fighting because of him. He would just laugh and drove off. But among all the girls in the village, there was one who was different. Her name was Amarachi. She was very beautiful, but she was not interested in Obinna. Where other girls were fighting over him, she ignored him. Obinna liked Amarachi. He had never met a girl like her. Every time he tried to talk to her, she would turn him down. He was confused. "Why is this girl rejecting me?" he thought. To win her heart, Obinna decided to visit her parents. He gave them a lot of money. Amarachi's parents were happy. They started telling her, "Obinna is a good man. You should give him a chance." At first, Amarachi refused. But after some time, she thought maybe he's really a good man. So she agreed to be his friend. One day, Obinna invited Amarachi to his house. "Come and cook for me," he said. "Egusi soup is my favorite food." Amarachi was happy. She loves cooking. So she went to his house and prepared a delicious egusi soup. After eating, Obinna smiled and said, "You are a great cook. Come and take a drink." He gave her a glass of juice. Amarachi took a sip. Suddenly, she felt dizzy. Before she could understand what was happening, she fell asleep. So guys, drop your comments in the comment section to unlock the next episode. I love you. When Amarachi woke up, she was lying on Obinna's bed. She felt strange. Her body was weak. Then, she realized the truth. Obinna had taken advantage of her while she was unconscious. Tears filled her eyes. "Obinna, what did you do to me?" she cried. Instead of apologizing, Obinna got angry. "So, you are not a virgin, and you kept rejecting me," he shouted. Amarachi was shocked. She had never expected such wickedness from him. She ran out of the house, crying all the way home. A month later, Amarachi discovered she was pregnant. She was afraid, but decided to tell Obinna. She went to his house and said, "Obinna, I am pregnant." Obinna looked at her with disgust. "And so, what has that got to do with me?" "But you are responsible," she cried. "Get out of my house," he shouted. Amarachi could not believe it. He denied ever knowing her. The reason was simple. His rich girlfriend from the city had come to visit. He did not want her to know about Amarachi. Heartbroken, Amarachi went home and told her parents. But instead of helping her out, they became angry. "You have brought shame to this family," her father shouted. "You are a disgrace," her mother added. Her parents stopped giving her food. They cursed her every day. After 4 months, they sent her out of the house. With nowhere to go, Amarachi decided to run to the city. Life in the city was worse than she imagined. She went from shop to shop, looking for a job, but nobody wanted to employ a pregnant woman. At night, she slept outside, in front of locked shops. Mosquito bite her. Hunger tormented her. Many times, she cried and begged for mercy. So guys, drop your comments in the comment section to unlock the next episode. I love you. One day, Amachi decided to beg for money. The little money she got, she used to start selling plantains. Every day, she carried plantains on her head, walking from street to street. Buy your plantain, sweet, sweet plantain. Buy your plantain, sweet, sweet plantain. God, God, please come and save me. I'm so tired. She suffered, but she never gave up. One evening, Obinna was driving back from work. Suddenly, another car crashed into his. He was rushed to the hospital in a coma. While unconscious, he found himself in a strange place. He was walking on a lonely road when an old woman appeared. "Where are you going?" she asked. "I don't know," Obinna replied. "I was coming back from work and now I am here." The old woman shook her head. "You are paying for your sins. Do you remember Amarachi?" Obinna's heart sank. "You destroyed her life," the old woman continued. "Now, go back and look for her. Beg for her forgiveness." At that moment, Obinna sneezed and woke up. The nurse called the doctor, and after a week, he was discharged. Obinna started looking for Amarachi. One day, he saw a pregnant woman selling plantains on the street. When he looked closely, he realized it was Amarachi. He called her name, thinking it was a customer. She ran to say to him, but when she saw it was Obinna, she hissed and turned away. Obinna came down from his car and started begging, "Amarachi, please forgive me." She ignored him. For 1 week, he kept begging. Finally, she agreed to listen. "I have realized my mistakes," he said. "Please let me make things right." After much persuasion, Amarachi agreed. Obinna took her back to the village, paid her bride price, and they started living as husband and wife. Moral lesson: treat people with kindness. Obinna was rich but used his power wrongly. He hurt Amarachi and paid the price. What goes around comes around. He suffered for his actions and had to beg for forgiveness. Never give up. Amarachi faced many challenges but never lost hope. Forgiveness healed. In the end, Amarachi forgave Obinna and peace was restored. No matter how powerful or rich we are, we must always do what is right. The end. Thank you guys for watching my story, and please come back for more interesting stories. I love you.